Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Trillium. This is Sprang, their Kolsch-inspired ale brewed with Nelson Sauvin. So really interesting stuff. Speaking about the beer, yeah, Kolsch-inspired ale. So Kolsch, if you don't already know, is a straight Kolsch is from Cologne, Germany only. Real Kolsch has to come from, these specific breweries that have been chosen by the Kolsch convention to be producing Kolsch. Everything else is Kolsch-style beer. So Kolsch beer is pretty much a pale beer. Could be a little bit similar to your pills, but the really interesting thing about it is that it's a hybrid style. It uses an ale yeast strain, but then it goes through lagering, so it has this cool fermentation and lagering it for an extended amount of time. So it's really a blend of how you make ale and how you make a lager. So let's dig into this beer. This beer comes in 4.9%, by the way. So let's dig in. This is Sprang. Beer comes in a beautiful color. Wow, just glowing out of the glass. Comes in this like straw light gold kind of color. Let's get the aroma. Very nice. Wow. Get a big pop of just like tropical fruit up front. You know, it's orangey and mangoes, and then you get a little bit of this kind of like Nelson thing going on. So there's a little bit of white wine, some gooseberries, some white grapes, a little bit of light kind of like doughy, crackery malt in there. It smells fantastic. Cheers. And it's just like, it smells very fresh. There's like a little bit of like lemony kind of quality to it. Cheers. Yeah, that's good. That is good. So first off, initial impression, this is not Kolsch. If you drink Kolsch and you get this, you're not going to be happy about it. This tastes nothing like Kolsch. This pretty much is a New England style pale ale at 4.9%, and it's delicious at that. So, beer has this beautiful kind of like, again, this like grapey kind of quality to it. They call it Concord grape. Yeah, I sort of can see that, but it's like white grape slash grape skin kind of flavor. There's a little bit of this kind of melon kind of quality that comes in as well, a little bit of drying on the back end. There's also this beautiful kind of like shaved pineapple ice kind of flavor. It's a beautiful combination of like tropical fruits, that kind of Nelson grapiness and quality. There's a really beautiful light doughy malt in the middle, and then on the back end, you actually get a little bit of bitterness on this one. There certainly is an aftertaste, and it's sort of a little bit like tongue scraping, kind of like tints of like maybe grassiness and herbal. Maybe leaning towards a little bit like minty and herbal on the back end. But absolutely delicious stuff. As for rating, you can crush tons of this. This is absolutely delicious beer. I would give this beer maybe something like a 97. 97, like really amazing stuff. I could drink this all the time. Absolutely delicious. But if you want to stay more, let's talk about the beer. So they call it Kolsch-inspired ale, which is interesting because I feel like at the brewery, they probably don't sell as much of this beer as they do their IPAs and double IPAs, because people walk into the brewery and just say like, I'll take your IPA, double IPA. They would not pick this beer, even though it pretty much is a New England style pale ale. I think it's a little interesting that they call it Kolsch. And then also I'm really curious about what kind of flavor profile I'm getting here because of the Kolsch treatment. So what would be really cool is if they use the same malt bill, same hops, but just use their regular ale yeast and just like did it the usual way they make their beers, and then you compare and contrast. That's really fun, right? So now you have Sprang, and then you make that other beer, you call it Sprung. Now every purchase, you sell 2 cans. There you go. Think about that. You sell 2 cans, you sell double the amount of beer, because everybody has to have the Sprang and the Sprung. So gotta think about those things, but really cool concept. Again, I'm not really quite sure what kind of flavor profiles I'm getting out of here that are a little bit different. They obviously say because of the cooler kind of temperatures, you're get less spicy spicy phenolics and fruity ester profile, but it pretty much tastes like a Trillium beer to me. So let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about that concept of 2 cans, sell 2 cans together because you're producing similar beers, and really fun concept. So until next time, cheers. Definitely seek out this beer. Absolutely delicious. Cheers. Later.